What's good and welcome to a comic recap, and today we are going to tell the story of a boy who was bitten by a spider, and thanks to this spider he developed spider-like powers. I'm of course talking about Amazing Fantasy 15, written by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko. Our story begins when Peter Parker, a nerd and outsider, if you want he could even be considered the quiet kid who got it all time Alec 47 at hand to do his business if he has to, is once again laughed at by his classmates, because he is the quiet kid. That isn't all that is about Peter Parker. He has a loving aunt and uncle who love him and he loves them. He is also very smart, like he mixed water and salt, like damn that is some gangster shit if I may say so. But this did not help him to get some S, because Peter Parker isn't as a Sigma male as his classmate Flash Thompson. So he decided to go to the science exhibit to learn how he can show them all that he is superior than them in any way, and can in fact get the girl and beat down his classmates. But after the doctor told them about some boring science stuff, Spider got an O with that shit and committed suicide by biting Peter Parker, and died afterwards. Because Peter Parker felt sick after seeing the spider committed suicide, he left the science exhibit only to almost get his decay by being almost run over by a car. But he dodged it like a saint from Undertale, and he realized that the radioactive bite from the spider gave him in fact superpower. Now Peter knows he only needs to wait that the bitches arrives and he gets a harem. So to get the bitches he visits a wrestling match to see if he can get a lot of money and recognition, but because he doesn't want to fail in epic fashion he makes himself a sickest costume to hide his identity. But this wasn't necessary because he beats the muscular man in epic fashion and gets even the interest from a businessman who gives Peter Parker a lot of money as well as his own show. Peter Parker takes the offer, but only to show his classmates once again that he is superior in any way and is smarter and stronger than them. So he makes a spider costume, and he doesn't stop to get the people some autographs. He also did not stop a criminal because this isn't part of his Sigma mindset. But maybe he should have stopped this criminal, but more on this later, because you see Peter Parker isn't a complete Sigma male due to the fact that he loves his uncle and aunt very much. So of course he was devastated that when the police came to his house they did not inform him of hot bitches in his area, but about the death of his own son. So he got his shit and dragged the guy down and beat the living shit out of him. But as he unmasked the guy and he realized that he knows this guy, it was the same guy he let go because he didn't care about anyone else but himself. So after realizing that it was his fault that Uncle Ben's is now dead, he learns an important lesson that forms Peter Parker's life forever. With great power comes great responsibility. And so ends the story of the first Spider-Man comic. I hope you like this video and show this by liking the video and subscribing to me, and write down in the comment if you know what kind of voice I used during the video. And if you get it right you can decide if you want a video about the first Batman